everyone, I'm Kasim Deb and welcome to another episode of Weekly News Roundup. Many socio-political events has made it to the top chart of the news this week. However, I have picked the first lead news from the Nagaland Post and the Morung Express for this week's analysis, that is 15 August to 19 August. Let's look into the headlines before we proceed with the details. Various Naga political groups celebrate 76th Naga Independence Day. Several Naga political groups observed the 76th Naga Independence Day at their respective headquarters. PM sets punch brand target for next 25 years. COVID still not over precaution. Those red needs a boost, Dr. Paul. Sitaraman on 3-day visit to state from August 22. Child labor-based discrimination and poverty closely interlinked in India, UN Special Reporter. Newland, farmers in distress in Abu Naka and Kagapoto area, WSYF writes to Agri Minister for relief. Seizure of drugs, exotic animals makes Mizoram enter World Book of Records. May 25 hit and one suspected arrested in Nagaland. Various Naga political groups celebrated 76th Naga Independence Day. NSC and Alo Kilong Sartiech Muiva in his message that was read out by the member of collective leadership RH Rezin at the function organized at the council headquarters Hebron, reiterated sovereignty was the birthright of Nagas and if they fail to defend it then they will be doomed. Muiva also said Nagas yearn for peace, but peace without freedom was wishful thinking, and that peace did not exist on its own, but with freedom, truth, justice and rights. He reaffirmed that NSCN stood for agreement but cautioned if it cannot bring solution then it will be formed without consent. GPRN Atul Kilangsar of GPRN, NSCN and Kitovi Jimomi, an advisor to collective leadership, seizing Congress the 76th Naga Independence Day program at Naga Unification Camp, Kehoye Sunday as special guest and guest speaker respectively. The Naga National Council NNC celebrated the 75th anniversary of the Nagaland Independence Declaration at Shimeta Village on August 14. NNCN observed the 76th Naga Independence Day at CFSB office premises on Sunday, where NSCN Kilo Kilongsar Yeshitosu graced the occasion as chief guest and unfurled the Naga national flag. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday said that the time has come to cleanse the country of corruption and nepotism and asked people to have nafrat, hatred, for this to win evils that go beyond politics, as he said at Punch Front 5 resolve target to make India a developed nation in 25 years. The nation should now only be setting a big goal. That big goal is a developed India and nothing less. Modi asserted in his 9th consecutive address from the ramparts of Red Fort on the country's 76th Independence Day, as he also highlighted the challenges of dynastic politics. As COVID-19 cases rise in the country, especially in Delhi and Mumbai, Dr. V.K. Paul, member health NITI Ayog, warned that the pandemic is still not over and emphasized the need for people to take precaution dose. We need to protect ourselves and we need to take precaution dose. Those who have taken a second dose and exited 6 months should take the precautionary dose soon. It was said there was slowness in the starting but in 75 days to Amrit Mahotsav. There has been improvement in inoculation rate and it is satisfactory, Paul told ANI. He said there is no dearth of vaccines and eligible beneficiaries should go to the vaccination center. It was at personal precaution dose vaccination rate and it has reached 17% at present within a month, but this speed needs to increase, he added. Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman, who has postponed her visit to state in July last, is slated to visit Nagaland from August 22 to 24 to attend Nagaland Corporate Social Responsibility CSR and Investment Conclave 2022. Addressing a press conference at Investment and Development Authority Nagaland IDAN conference hall, the IDAN CEO Alan Temsi Jamir said the Union Finance Minister has confirmed her 3-day visit to attend the CSR conclave. United Nations August 18 PTI child labor, caste-based discrimination and poverty are closely interlinked in India, according to a UN report which highlighted contemporary forms of slavery including severe discrimination against Dalit women in South Asia, due to which they are systematically denied choices and freedom in all spheres of life. Human Rights Council Special Reporter Tomoya Obokata, in his report on contemporary forms of slavery, including its causes and consequences, said that deep-rooted intersecting forms of discrimination, in combination with multiple other factors, are the main causes of contemporary forms of slavery affecting late arrival of monsoon and insufficient rainfall. Thereafter has left farming community in Agunaka and Kakaboto area under Newland district in huge distress. The Western Sumi Youth Front WSYF said on Wednesday. WSYF wrote to the Nagaland Minister of Agriculture on behalf of the farming community, urging him to pass necessary orders to the concerned departments so that on-spot verification can be done in order to declare drought in area and genuine affected farmers can be given financial assistance. In their representation, the WSYF stated that Agunaga and Kakapoto areas were hugely affected owing to scanty rainfall during the year 2021-2022. They are already finding the extremely difficulties to cope with these changes since almost all crops are season dependent and rainfall dependent instead. Hunger looms large for the farming community, it added. We also request to pass necessary orders directing Agriculture Department and the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority to depute their staffs for an on-spot verification, and for which WSYF is ever ready to extend all possible support and cooperation needed. With the disposal of huge quantities of drugs and seizure of large consignments of smuggled exotic animals, Mizoram Police has entered the two prestigious gold editions of World Book of Records, officials said here on Tuesday. A senior Mizoram police officer said that London-based World Book of Records President and CEO Santosh Shukla recently, in a letter to the Director General of Mizoram, Police Devachandra Shivastava, communicated this feat of the state police. The Mizoram police got this distinction first for carrying out mega disposal through burning and bulldozing of smuggled drugs weighing 930.229 kg valued at over 2,362 crore on June 24, and second for seizure of the largest consignment of 468 smuggled exotic animals. According to central and state security officials, the drugs were smuggled from Myanmar, which shares an unfenced border with Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. The Dimapur police have apprehended one man from Nagaland, Assam, suspected to be behind the May 25 hit-and-run road incident in Dimapur, which claimed the life of a 20-year-old undergraduate student of St. Joseph University. The accused, identified as Dildar Hussain, was arrested in Nagaland and brought to Dimapur on August 18. The release did not go into details, while only stating that the police were able to identify and locate the suspect vehicle through massive efforts. He reportedly has a history of making trips up to Nagaland of ferrying passengers with hire, and on that fateful day was making his way out of Nagaland. As per a Nagaland police social media post, the same vehicle was involved in other and road mishap on July 27 in Goromari, Nagaland, which claimed one life and wounded 15 others. It said that the accused was on the run since then, and that the Dimapur police was also on the lookout, which in connection with the May 25 incident. Well, that was a series of events that made news this week. Stay tuned for regular weekly updates from our studio.